Yeah, it's really quite amazing.
There's Brian.
Did he bring a flag?
There's one
I
behind
can see
him.
one in the background.
Yeah, there is. Hey, Mark, I sent you a note.
Yes, I do have a flag.
Just so everyone knows, we are live on YouTube now.
Okay.
Okay. I have 7 o'clock. So let's call this meeting of Chalfont Borough Council. I'd like to call this meeting of Chalfont Borough Council to order. Mayor Wallace, would you lead us in the... Where's Mayor Wallace? There you are. Would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic,
which is one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mayor Wallace.
You're welcome, Mayor.
And Don, would you call the roll, please?
Mayor Brian Wallace,
Here.
Tracy Bowen, Jeff Coddington,
Present.
John Engel,
Here.
Mark Whidden,
Here.
Carolyn Jacobson,
Here.
Michael Kelly, not yet, Mitch Meyerson,
Here.
Gia, not yet, Sean,
Here.
Okay. And I see that Michael's also here and Daryl.
here, yes, thank you.
John Wayne's here too.
And Captain Milligan is here as well.
Yes.
An announcement that this meeting is being recorded. I am not aware of any changes, additions, or deletions to the agenda. Does anybody have any? I see none. Do we have any public comment?
No, nothing came in.
No public comment. In that case, we'll move to, excuse me, to the consent agenda. Would anybody care to make the motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes from the October 12th, 2020 council meeting with disbursements from the general fund of $224,927.08 for the month of October, with the financial report to be filed for audit?
So moved.
I'll second.
Any questions, comments, discussion from council? In that case, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That motion carries unanimously of the attendees 5-0. We have a special item tonight, the preliminary 2021 budget presentation. You've all received the binder either online or I believe they were all delivered. Were they not, Sean?
Yes, everyone got a hard copy and they got it online, the digital version.
You want to give any brief discussion of it, Sean, before we ask for questions?
Sure. I can give just a quick summary, I guess, of the budget message.
That'd be good.
Okay. Tonight, Borough staff is presented with the 2021 preliminary budget for Borough Council consideration. The Finance Committee met twice in October to refine prior drafts. As presented, the 2021 preliminary budget will continue to provide outstanding municipal services and programs to its residents and businesses with no proposed tax increase. The 2021 proposed budget is balanced and includes $2,542,972 in operational expenditures, $511,612 in non-operational expenditures, and $1,029,617 in capital expenditures. The general fund is utilizing $723,957 of fund balance to balance the budget. A redevelopment assistance capital program grant, also known as an RCAP grant, the borough applied for earlier this year, will potentially cover $321,000 of the $723,957 if the borough is awarded that grant. For 2021, the general fund budget is $2,786,267. EIT is the largest source of revenue at $756,210. For 2021, a 9% reduction in EIT was assumed as a conservative precaution for unemployment due to COVID-19 and the uncertainty there. The largest expense in the general fund is police services. The projected December 31st, 2021 general fund balance is $319,014. In 2021, 60% of the interest earned in the Water Fund 1 will be transferred to the general fund, and 10% will be transferred to Water Fund number 2. The remaining interest will be reinvested into Water Fund 1 to grow the principal. The largest expense in the Highway Aid Fund for 2021 is Lilac Lane, which is scheduled to be milled and overlaid in conjunction with a water main replacement. Chalfont's portion of this project is estimated at $52,500. The capital fund proposes $992,117 in capital projects for 2021. The capital plan provides estimated capital needs and associated cost projections for the coming 5 years. The preparation of this budget is a collaborative process which began in the summer and involved the efforts of the Finance Committee and Borough staff. I'd like to thank the Finance Committee for their involvement in the process. I'd also like to specifically thank Daryl Card for his help preparing the 2021 budget, and he went above and beyond in the process. So, if anyone has any questions or discussion about it.
Anybody have any? So far, none. In that case, would anyone, let me just say that you did get a Finance Committee report, which would come later in the meeting normally. The Finance Committee did agree unanimously to recommend this budget to council. Would anybody care to make a motion to authorize advertising of the first reading of the budget?
So moved. Cottington.
Is there a second? Marilyn Jacobson. In that case, for the legal need, any questions, comments, or discussion on that motion? Again, I see none. Motion to advertise. Mike, we can do just a voice vote, can't we?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, All those in favor of advertising the 2021 Chalfont Borough budget, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Again, that motion carries unanimously. And that would be 5-0. Okay. At this point, we will go to council committee reports, starting with Mayor Wallace with the mayor's report. Mayor Wallace.
I have nothing to report this month.
Okay. What about for Central Bucks Regional Police Department, Mayor Wallace?
You have before you this evening the Chalfont or the Central Bucks Regional Police Commission budget for 2021, which has been approved by the commission and is now being passed on to you as an action item this evening to approve for the budget for 2021. And that's all I have this evening for the, or actually let's talk about the building. Marilyn, do you have anything to add for building committee?
You're muted, Marilyn.
All right. We meet on Thursday, so there's really no news unless Sean has some.
No news, and I mean, we're waiting for the update this week. There's nothing earth-shattering or pending.
Which is good news.
Yeah, construction continues.
Good news.
Yes.
We had a couple of things come up that were not expected. There was a slab of concrete that they found that they had to remove.
Yeah, well, I thought we discuss that last?
Well,
Yeah.
But other than that, it seems to be going smoothly and within budget. The finance committee meets. I'm going to see where my.
I think it's a week from Thursday.
Yes. That is, yes, on the 19th at 6 p.m. And I have nothing further to add.
Thank you, sir. Public Works report, Mrs. Jacobson.
Yes, the report's in the packet, and I just wanted to highlight the fact that New Britain Township received a grant from DCNR to complete the Chamonix Greenway trails. So when this is the portion that's on the property, the Coleman property that New Britain Township purchased, and it will make it so that we can leave Borough Hall and get to the Parkway. So that's good news. It'll complete that section. So I just wanted to highlight that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Facilities report, Mr. Coddington.
There was nothing new to report with the exception of the recent news of today with Pfizer and a vaccine. We may want to start thinking about how we're going to come back to Borough Hall in the near future. Should that be successfully rolled out? Less that, nothing else to report.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Myerson, Utilities Committee.
Due to COVID, again, there's nothing new to report. And the one exception is a request that we stop daylight savings time already. That's it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I'll
You
make
have
that motion.
Moving to the Finance Committee. You have a report in the packet, and Gia is not with us for a, am I wrong?
No, she's not here.
She is not here for a junior council report. So we can move to the staff reports. Sean, the manager's report.
I don't have much to add this month. I have been working with the police station renovations and attending those meetings, but nothing to really report at this time. This month has been mostly engrossed with getting the budget prepared and getting Dawn up to speed with her duties here at Chalfont Borough.
And since you mentioned getting the budget, working on the budget all month, may I say that thank you to you and to Daryl as well, because I should have done that earlier, but you guys have done a wonderful job of getting this thing and helping us through it.
Thank you.
We have the engineer's report in the packet. And Mike, solicitor's report, anything to add?
No, my report is also in the packet. Thank you.
Okay. Captain Milligan, anything for a police report?
No, I'm happy to say we made it past the elections with very minor issues, nothing major. So we're beyond that. We're looking forward to the future. All the information otherwise is contained in the packet.
Thank you, sir. And
while we have Captain Milligan on, I just request, can you give me a call tomorrow regarding a retired police officer who needs some help? You can just give me a call. We can talk tomorrow.
Absolutely,
Thanks.
no problem.
Great.
And the Public Works report is in the packet as well. Anything to add to that, Sean?
No, Pat Hallman put it together this month, and he's been doing a good job, directing the crew and getting our new hire up to speed with what he needs to do. And Pat's been doing a great job.
That's wonderful to hear, and actually, as expected. So, with that, we have the Chalfont EMS and the Chalfont Fire Company reports in the packet. And we will move to action items. The first action item would be a motion to approve the 2021 Central Bucks Regional Police budget. If anyone to care to make that motion, at least for the sake of discussion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any questions, comments, or discussion? I will tell you that at the Finance Committee, this budget has been reviewed initially, literally line by line, item by item, and it was recommended unanimously from the Central Bucks Regional Finance Committee to the Commission, who accepted it with no changes. And I can tell you from being in those meetings that this is a very on-point budget, and we actually owe the staff, especially Chief Knott, who totally recognizes the difficult straits we're living through. And this is like our budget, it's a no frills necessary item budget. Anybody have any question, comment, or discussion on the motion? I see none. Given the size of this, I think we should do a roll call vote. Tracy's not here. Mr. Coddington, how do you vote?
Yes.
I will vote yes. Mark Glidden.
Yes.
Carolyn Jacobson.
Yes.
Mitch Meyerson.
Yes.
Yes. In that case, we have approved the Central Bucks Regional Police Department budget, again unanimously 5-0. The second action item would be a first reading of Resolution 2020-14, a resolution fixing the tax rate for the 2021 fiscal year. This would be a motion to advertise for a public hearing of the Resolution 2020-14, fixing the tax rate for the 2021 fiscal year, which actually has no changes from the 2020 tax rates. Would anybody care to make that motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Mr. President, can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Absolutely.
Everybody who's not speaking, if they could mute, there's so much feedback. I'm getting every third word.
Seems a lot quieter now. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2024-14 for the 2021 fiscal year tax rate. Any questions, comments, or discussion from council? I see none. To advertise, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Again, that motion carries unanimously, in this case 5-0. We will move to action item number 3 concerning resolution 2020-13, which is a resolution of the council continuing a first responder recruitment and retention stipend for volunteer first responders. The first motion would be to approve the written criteria and accept list of the qualified active members. Would anybody care to make that motion?
So moved.
Second.
Paddington is that Mark? Who seconded that?
Mark.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? That is approved unanimously, 5-0. And there's a motion to approve resolution 20. Would anybody care to make a motion to approve resolution 2020-13, a resolution of the Chalfont Borough Council continuing a first responder recruitment and retention stipend for volunteer first responders?
So moved.
Is there a second? We have a motion and a second. Questions, comments, or discussion?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear who did the second.
Jeff Coddington.
Thank you.
And given this effectively a resolution to spend, it is a resolution, we need to do a roll call vote. So, Tracy Bowen's not here. Jeff Coddington.
Yes.
I will vote yes. Mark Glidden.
Yes.
Marilyn Jacobson.
Yes.
And Mitch Meyerson.
Yes.
Thank you. That motion also carries unanimously. Action item number 4 would be a motion to appoint Robert J. Milligan to the Planning Commission.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Does Captain Milligan, well, I guess in this case, Mr. Milligan, but if Captain Milligan is here, does anybody have any questions for Mr. Captain Milligan?
Welcome aboard.
Well, without any fanfare and no questions, I think we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Welcome to the Planning Commission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
And the last action item, number 5, would be a concerns ordinance number 462, that's weird, vacation of 07-007- Paper Street. Before we do that, Mike, is there anything you need to say to keep us legal on this one?
No, what I would just state is that this was an issue raised by the borough, and I think maybe Barbara and Sean brought it to our attention a few months ago. We had a first reading 2 meetings ago. We notified the affected property owners. We went through the advertising process, and we didn't receive any feedback whatsoever. No negative feedback for this action. It ended up being scheduled instead at this council meeting because we wanted to afford our planning commission with the opportunity to review the ordinance before we brought it to council for a second reading. This is really just vacating, and I can't, looking at the map, I can't speculate why. There's two parcels sort of in the middle here, parcel 026 and 027, which do not have the paper street which runs through them to the rear. And I can't speculate as to why that's the case, but this would just really formalize what I think the situation in reality has been, which is impeding the borough's rights to the piece of the narrow strips of land on those three properties. So I don't want to present it as a formality, but we've gone through the appropriate advertising process. We've notified the property owners. We haven't heard anything back. So at this point, it's for the borough's consideration to vacate the rights to that strip of land.
Would anybody care to make a motion to approve ordinance 462, providing for the vacation of the subject street located between and parallel to New Jersey Avenue and Bates Drive?
So moved.
I'll second.
Any question, comments, or discussion? The only thing I'll say is, gee, it seems a shame that we can't have a street to nowhere anymore. That should be an item of distinction. But is there any further questions, comments, or discussion that actually might have some merit? Seeing none, since it's an ordinance, we will do a roll call vote. Jeff Coddington.
Yes.
I will vote yes. Mark Glidden.
Yes.
Carolyn Jacobson.
Yes.
Mitch Meyerson.
Yes.
That motion carries unanimously 5-0 tonight. Does anybody have any, that concludes the action items. Does anybody have any old business? I am not aware of any.
I have a question about the paper street.
Yes,
Do we have more? Do we have any more of them that we know of? Did we get rid of one last year too? Is this the last time we have to do this?
We did vacate a paper street. I believe it was ordinance 448 that we had by Schwartz Avenue and North Street and Chestnut Street. And I think that came in front of council back in the fall of 2018. But that was a little different because that was at the property owner's request. So that's how it came on our radar. I don't know. I can't speak to any remaining paper streets in the borough, but it came in front of us for a different reason a couple of years ago.
How did this come about? This one we're doing right now? You know?
A resident that backs up, it's a New Britain Township resident that backs up on the other side of the borough line, had complaints about how the property was being kept. And that started this process. We can look into if there's any other ones. I'm not aware of any, but that doesn't mean there aren't more. There's none in that immediate area, though.
Okay, thank you.
Any old business? Any new business? Correspondence? Did we receive any correspondence, Sean and or Dawn? No correspondence?
No.
I don't believe we have any public, therefore there is no public comment. We haven't received anything, have we?
No.
No. Announcements. The Planning Commission will meet next Monday, November 23rd at 7 p.m. Central Bucks Regional Police Commission meets Monday, November 23rd, also November 23rd at 7 p.m. HARB, Monday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. And the next council meeting is Monday, December 14th at 7 p.m. And the presumption is all these meetings will be virtual at this point. With that, if there's no further business, is there any further business? I see none. Anybody care to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. I'll second it. We are adjourned at 7:28. Thank you, everybody. Darrell,
good-
thank you for all the good work you did.
Thanks, Daryl. Hey, Jeff, I sent you another note.
I'm with you. Okay. I'll get that over to you, Mark, on email.
Super. All right, great. Thanks.
All right. Take care.
Take care, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, stay safe.
Be safe.